Hey guys, in this video I want to go ahead and talk about using the quadratic formula. Vamos a usar la fórmula cuadrática otra vez. But this time, we're going to have to do a little bit of manipulation. Vamos a tener que hacer un poquito de manipulación en la ecuación para formar todo. We have to go ahead and rewrite this as a quadratic and set everything equal to 0. Tenemos que combinar todo y igualarlo a 0. And if you notice, you have this 2 over here, so I'm going to bring it over here to the left. Lo voy a traer a la izquierda. So now I'm going to get a squared minus 4a minus 5 minus 2. So now when I combine that, I get a squared minus 4a minus 7. So now that I have that, I can ask myself, what can I factor it? Ahora me pregunto que lo puedo factorizar. Well, the answer is no. So now this is where I'm going to use my quadratic formula. A equals 1, b is equal to negative 4, and c is equal to negative 7. So now I'm going to go ahead and just start with my quadratic formula. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in. Entonces voy a trabajar ahora, lo voy a nomás, ahora que le simplifique todo, voy a sustituir los valores. La b es igual a menos 4. Now be careful with that double negative, okay? Don't forget that there's a double negative right there, minus, and then a negative from the 4. And then b squared, so it's negative 4 squared minus 4. The a is 1, and the c is negative 7. Okay? All over 2 times 1. Okay? Entonces seguimos. El doble negativo se convierte en positivo, so double negative becomes a positive. So we have 16 here. Negativo por negativo es positivo. Negative times negative is a positive, so 4 times 7 is 28, 28. And then 2 times 1 is 2. So then I continue on. 16 más 28 me va a dar 2, 3, 44, 44. Alright, very good. And then we're going to go ahead and divide it by 2. Now, you can't leave it like that because you can still simplify. Todavía lo podemos simplificar. Y si se acuerdan, ¿cuál es la raíz cuadrada de 44? Bueno, no hay. Pero sí podemos simplificarla en 4 por 11. Y esta me va a dar 2. And, well, we didn't know the square root of 44. We don't know it. But we can break it apart into 4 times 11. And the square root of 4 is 2. Okay? And then you see how this 2 divides everything? So we're going to divide everything. And that helps me out because now I know exactly how to divide. So 4 divided by 2, 4 entre 2 is 2. And then 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we're just going to leave the square root of 11. And that's your answer. Y esa es la solución. Entonces las dos soluciones, your two solutions are 2 plus the radical of 11. And the other one is 2 minus the radical of 11. Okay? And of course, these are going to give you decimals for the approximation. Okay? Vamos a hacer el siguiente. Lo mismo, we're going to have to rearrange this, okay guys? So let's bring everything to the left. Just to keep the 5 positive, so 5k squared, this guy goes to the left. El 3k va a la izquierda, también el 2 se convierte en positivo, igual a 0. Okay, so now we have a is equal to 5, b is equal to negative 3, and c is equal to positive 2. Now we can go ahead and use our quadratic formula. Ahora vamos a usar la forma cuadrática. Y nomás lo voy a usar de aquí. So now we have x equals negative b, negativo b, plus or minus the square root b squared, b cuadrada, minus 4a, la a y después la c. Okay? So we do that. And then divided by 2 times a, which is 2 times 5. De 2a, 2 por 5. And then we just continue. The 2 negatives becomes a positive. El doble negativo se convierte en positivo. Negativo 3 cuadrado is 9. And then minus 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. Entonces, como pueden ver, 4 por 5 es 20. 20 por 2, 40. And then we have on the bottom 2 times 5 is 10. 2 por 10 es 2 por 5 es 10. And then we have 3 plus or minus 9 minus 9 minus 40 is negative 31, negativo 31. And then you can see, pueden ver que no se puede simplificar más, porque no podemos tomar la raíz cuadrada de un negativo. We can't take the square root of a negative. So what's the answer? The answer is no real solution. No hay solución real. Sí hay solución, pero es imaginaria. Y en el Álgebra 2 vamos a hablar sobre eso. So in Algebra 2, we'll be talking about imaginary numbers. But for now, Algebra 1, you're done right there. No real solution. And remember, like we said last time, what does that mean? ¿Qué quiere decir eso? Well, that just means that the graph doesn't intersect the x-axis. Quiere decir que la gráfica nunca pasa por el axis de la x acá. Okay. Let's do one more. Vamos a hacer uno más. All right. You see this one? Vamos a hacer este. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Igualmente vamos a combinar. We're going to take this guy over here. A la izquierda lo vamos a mandar. So we're going to get 2x squared plus 5. So plus 3x. And then minus 3x is equal to 0. And you can see this is going to cancel out or simplify out. So you're going to be left with 2x squared plus 5 equals 0. And that's okay. So what does that mean? That means A is equal to 2, la A es igual a 2. What about B? La B es el número que está enfrente de la X. The B is what's in front of the X. There's nothing. So you're going to put 0. And the C is a constant by itself. La C es el número solito. So now we're just going to go ahead and do our math. Vamos a hacer igualmente. Negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Entonces vamos a continuar. Negativo B va a ser negativo 0. Now 0 is neither negative nor positive, it's just 0, but we'll just leave it like this for now. And then we have 0 squared, 0 al cuadrado, menos 4 por 2 por 5. And then we have 2 times A, which is 2 times 2. And then we continue. So we have 0 plus or minus square root. 0 squared is 0. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Esto me da 4 por 2, 8. 8 por 5, 40. 2 por 2 es 4. X es igual a 0 más o menos la raíz cuadrada de menos 40. And you can see again, we have a square root of a negative. La raíz cuadrada de un negativo y no se puede. So what does that mean? It looks like we got the same thing. No real solution. Okay, guys? So sometimes you're going to have to rearrange. Algunas veces van a tener que mover cosas para que esté el cuadrático. But remember, you're going to always have to make sure you combine like terms and leave it as a quadratic on the left side. Okay? Same thing over here. Igualmente acá. Tienen que resolverlo para que se quede en cuadrático así. Okay? So hopefully that helped, guys. I'll see you guys next time.